Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Katarzyna and today we will create together this beautiful zinnia flower by Heartfelt Creation, and I will share my tips and tricks how to create this card easy way. First of all, I want to ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. Here it will helps me provide more video tutorials for you. So for today's tutorial I will use the small zinnia stamp set, matching dies, and also the mold. In this collection, this is the September 2020 collection, you have 2 molds, 2 stamp sets and 2 dies. The good thing is in each of the sets you have flowers and the leaf, so actually you can also buy the sets with the molds separately. I mean small zinnia and large zinnia. So for today's tutorial I will use only the small zinnia flowers, small zinnia set. And right now I'm stamping a larger image from the stamp set. And this is image with this little ladybug. And I'm stamping using elderberry. This is the Memento ink, very dark violet. As a next step, I will color the centers of each of my flowers using a brush or brayer. Brush gives you more delicate look, but this angel pink shade of ink is very light, so just keep it in mind when you using the ink that you have very light coloring. For leaves, as always, almost I'm using bamboo leaf and I color it using the dauber. And using dauber is much fast way to add more ink, but of course you will have a bit of smudges if you don't look carefully for your blending. So right now I have a bunch of flowers prepared. In the small zinnia set you have 3 sizes of flowers, you have 1 leaf, and you have the ladybug. Just you can use it as accent to your card. So as you can see, all the images are coordinated beautifully with the dies, and actually I skip the part I die cut all the images. And right now I'm using the same ink I used before to stamp the images. This is the elderberry Memento dye ink, and using the brush I want to add the very soft blending on the ends of my petals. As always, I just want to mention that you can find all the materials I used to create these flowers in the description below, and also you can find a blog post with the project I created with these flowers in the description below, so you can check it out. I will have the second video tutorial for this project. This is the box, and I created a little bit different opening in the box, so I will show you later in the second tutorial. Now I need to confess, it will be craft confession. Usually I have idea in 1 month, I have idea and I'm obsessed with it till I explore all the options, all the ideas I have in my head. So this month I'm obsessed with ombre effect. I didn't create ombre effect for a while, so it was fun to create a card. maybe you see already on my YouTube channel, Ombre Effect card. And these flowers actually was the same idea, to create ombre effect. So the bottom layers are darker, and going up to each of the layers I was adding less of dark ink to create ombre effect on the petals. I know that maybe it's not the essential information in the flower tutorial, but I want to share something like this, my ideas and how I really work, because I always get a bunch of questions how I work, so I work like that. So this is the second attempt to create the ombre effect, and I want to create the ombre effect on the flower petals. So as I inked my flower petals, both sides, I shaped them using the matching mold, and of course I spritz my flowers and leaves and the ladybug with the water. This is a kind of new kind of mold. I don't know how to explain it, but usually when you have the mold by Heartfelt Creation, you have like a little bit edge around, so you can put your die cut inside, and your die cut can't move anywhere. In these molds, both sides, you don't have this edge. So for example, because of that, my ladybug just fall out because I didn't press, or maybe I pressed too much and the air just blow the teeny tiny ladybug from the mold. So I need to reshape it once again. I don't know, this is the trend for Heartfelt Creation, to be honest, but this is kind of different mold, and for sure if you have more of the molds you will see the difference. To assemble the flowers, I will use the stylus. This is the larger tip. I think this is 12 millimeters round tip, and the second tip I used actually it's for quilling, so have the little gap in between. You'll see how to use it in a second. So I'm assembling the layers of my zinnia using hot glue gun, because I will not pierce it. I will use the frills inside, so I can use many layers of hot glue gun. And as I mentioned before, I want to create ombre effect, so I will start with the darker tip petals and darker tip petals. I think I'm supposed to say darker petals, no, the tips of the petals are darker, yeah, but you know what I mean. And then I'm adding more and more layers, and adding each of the layer I will use this a large round tip just to press in the center to have my petals go up, so the flower will be more dimensional. So I already adhere 2 larger petals, 1 medium petal together using hot glue gun and the stylus with the larger round tip. And right now I cut out all the petals from the smallest flower from the set, and I will shape them separately using this quilling tip from the Deluxe Flower Shaping Kit. If you don't have the Deluxe Flower Shaping Kit yet, you definitely need one. This is the very unique product and comes very handy. it comes with the box with magnetic closure, so you can open and close it many times. You have two sizes of foam for shaping and piercing, and you have one stylus with bunch of ends for styling and shaping your flowers. And I think these quilling ends I used to round the smallest petals. Without this tool, it will be extremely difficult to shape the petals like this. So as a final result, I get these separate well-shaped petals, and now I can adhere them inside of the smallest petal from the set using hot glue gun. When I adhere these separate petals, I'm making sure to fill in the gaps in between the petals to have the fuller, more dimensional look. This is the more time-consuming part of creating the flower to shape this center of zinnia flower, but I think it creates really beautiful, bit different flower. So actually this is like essential thing for zinnia. You can of course add more this shaped rolled quilled petals inside. I just used one layer. You will see later I finished the center of my zinnia using the frills, and you can add dry clear glue or any glue if you not necessarily need the clear one. But today I use the hot glue gun, and this is other option to finish up your flower center, because then you have like this almost round shape in the center. So I especially look to apply this nice shape using hot glue gun, and then I sprinkle it with frills, and I push it using my finger to make sure as many frills will be adhered to the glue from hot glue gun as possible. So as a result I have very nice full flower center. Of course I take off the excess frills, and you will see on my inspiration I use the liquor. This is a kind of shiny finish for your flowers and also some elements for your cards. But before I add it, I add the glitter, so the flowers are very sparkly and very shiny. And yeah, it was my experiment, but I love the final effect. And the glitter looks especially nice on these darker petals, so you will see in the moment. That's it for today. Thank you very much for your time. Don't forget to like and subscribe my YouTube channel, and also click the notification bell to help me provide more video tutorials for you. And I will link the second part of this tutorial on the end of this video. Of course, this is not for today, but I will add it later on. And you can find all the products measurements in the description below this video, and also on my blog post. You can find the link to my blog also in the description below. Oh, and I have the special discount code for Heartfelt Creation new customers. If you never ever directly shop from Heartfelt Creation, I have the link which will give you $20 off from your first order. Okay, so that's it for today, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.